What's up, guys? The Strong Boys 19 here. So this is going to be a little concert review that I decided to do for this segment on the channel. And for this particular review, I'm going to be talking about the show on my first proper time experience seeing a new favourite band that I did see, and that is Alter Bridge. This is on the Pawns and Kings tour to celebrate and as well as to promote the new album. And I have done a review of Pawns and Kings if you want to check that out for those of you who have not seen my album review on that record. So I went to see the band for the first time inside the Motorpoint Arena in Nottingham. And yet alone that I've not been inside that venue and haven't been to Nottingham before, the travel to there and back home was very, very successful. And besides the chilly and bitter weather changes, the whole travel was really, really good. I went to see the band with two of my bandmates of Hard Graft, Sophie and Ted, and as well as my brother. So we have not seen Alter Bridge before, and I will have to say that this concert is absolutely great. They did play quite a number of songs from the new album, Pawns and Kings, and as well as some of the stuff from their first album, One Day Remains, and I believe a few from the Blackbird album too. I am not going to read off the set list because they're still touring, but for those of you who have seen Alter Bridge either from the Nottingham show or just recently at a different location, let me know what you think of their show. There were two support bands, but when we got there, unfortunately we have missed Mammoth, a band that was formed by Wolfgang Van Halen, whom I have got a lot of respect for because Eddie Van Halen's one of my favourite guitarists, but I will have to check this band out. So I didn't have the opportunity to see Mammoth live, but the other support band was Hailstorm, and I really like Lizzie Hale as a vocalist. But we were entering to the standing area. This is my first ever time actually inside a major big venue that I was at the standing section. You know, most of the time that I go to these types of shows, I would be booking sitting tickets. But when I was standing for these few hours to see Hailstorm and Alter Bridge, I was very surprised that I did not have any aches from my legs because, you know, normally I would be just shattered. So, Hailstorm's support set, I actually did not listen to a lot of the band. I have heard of them before, but when I was listening to their songs, I was definitely getting myself pumped up. And the more I watched and paid attention to the band, they were really, really good. Full of energy and excitement. Lizzie's vocals on her performance was brilliant. And I know they've released a new album that I didn't check out. I have a lot of credit and props to Hailstorm because I was completely blind when I was discovering Hailstorm properly, like to see them in front of me face to face. The musicianship was really, really good. The sound to me was pretty good, although I thought that the guitars should have been cranked up a little bit. Lizzie's vocals were the center point. Her voice was beautifully projected through her microphone and through these big speakers, through the PA system. And Lizzie's brother did a brilliant drum solo, And what a talented band. They all deserve the best amount of compliments here, because I really like that a live band can have so much adrenaline and the attachment to the audience. The crowd reception was positive, and I did like Hailstorm's set. So after their set, we went really quite close to the stage. We were not like right in front, but we were very close. And good thing I was wearing my ear protection, because the bass from the sounds with the bass drum and the whole sound was like booming away. And when I got closer, along with my friends and my brother, I thought that everything was going to be so loud, like louder than where we were from the Hailstorm set. But turns out it didn't. It didn't put me off at all, because when Alter Bridge came on, it was just excitement to the max. I was cheering away, and they've played some amazing songs. Really, really great sound as well. The sound to me was a lot better than Hailstorm's sound. The guitars were perfect. They were projected all the way through the set. Miles Kennedy's vocals was out of this world. He can still nail it in his theatrical, melodic, and stunning performance. And the drums to the mix sounded terrific, and as well as the bass. And there was a lot of attachment and connection with the crowd as well. You know, with a lot of the horns and the waving the arms and hands. When they played some of the softer songs, a lot of people took out their phones and turned the mobile phone's light on when they played softer music, and the crowd was singing away. It was a wonderful ride to behold. I will say some songs here. They've opened up their set with Silver Tongue, and one of the highlights for me was Sin After Sin from Pawns and Kings. Broken Wings, that one really hit me, and it got me so emotional. The first time that I was feeling emotional was when I did see Liam Gallagher, and I cried when he played the different version of Champagne Supernova. But this one, I was crying because I was feeling the difference. I felt the love that I have 100% on the Infinity side, that I couldn't be any more grateful and happier than to be with the best people in my life. And, you know, I was so lucky, and I still am feeling very lucky to be with my favourite people ever. Not only to perform with them, you know, as a band, my closest friends of Hardgraft, my bandmates are just always special to me, and I cannot thank these people enough. I was really thinking about that so much when Broken Wings was playing. Something about it, the emotional sound and the sound of the music, it just hits home. They also did play Blackbird, and Miles did the snippet of the Beatles' Blackbird, which is a great touch. Blackbird is a great, great song. They did a brilliant set. It was all dynamic, it was striking, rhythmic, and weirdly enough, not that Alter Bridge are a heavy, heavy band, but there were a few mosh pits on one of these other softer but still rocking type songs, which I thought was pretty unusual. But it's all about the energy and the whole ride and presentation that Alter Bridge can give you. The guitar soloing from Kennedy and Mark Tremonti, outstanding. They are wonderful musicians, as well as the rest of the band. So I am so pleased that I did see Alter Bridge for the first time. And properly as well, because I said this before, that when I was younger, I went to see Blackstone Cherry, but they were a support act for Alter Bridge. And I went home after Blackstone Cherry's set. That's totally bad and wrong of me, I know. But now that I did see this band, I can understand why a lot of people love Alter Bridge. And this is one of my favourite gigs that I've attended. And it is going to be amazing that I will be back at the Nottingham Arena once again to see Gojira. Again, at the standing section. Man, that's going to be a mad monster of a show. I am anticipating for that too. Anyways, Alter Bridge have done a phenomenal set. Vocally, musicianship, sound quality, and the whole set from beginning to end. It was excellent. Excellent from beginning to end. That's personally all I would like to say for my concert review for Alter Bridge live at the Motorpoint Arena in Nottingham. And if you are there, let me know in the comments below if you loved the whole show. Like I said, I did not see Mammoth before Hailstorm, but I still had a blast. What a brilliant show to finalise my 27th. Thank you guys for watching, and I will keep you guys, as always, posted for more videos in the near future.